When I was 18 years old, I left my country and I left my home. And I was flying British Airways. Believe it or not, I can't even make this story up. It's true. And I had like 40 cousins at the airport, you know, and it's such a such a sort of a monumental moment. I was leaving home. There was a lovely lady who worked behind the counter. I'll never forget this. And my dad was telling the story about how I was leaving home for the first time and he was getting emotional, and she upgraded us to business class, upgraded me. I was flying alone. And I was like, cool, you know what I mean? And so I remember I got into this seat, on this like seat, and I didn't know how to work anything, and I was embarrassed because I thought maybe people would make fun of me, that I didn't know how to use this, you know. It's a memory I'll never forget. I laid back in that flat seat and I, you know, had that, there was, at that time it was the TVs that came from under the seat and came around. And all the people that worked on the flight had found out that I was leaving home for the first time, so they went out of their way to make it very special for me. It had eased all the sort of pain that I'd had. You know, I was on this new adventure, traveling in style, feeling very, very good about myself at 18. So all of us left all of that subcontinent at the same age, when you're 18 years old, to go to college with the same aspirations, either wanting to be a banker or a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer. My parents really inspired me to leave home. I think that they found it was going to be very good for me to leave home, to grow as a human being. And I wasn't scared as much as I was excited, to be honest. I was 18, you know what I mean? I was going to a new country. It was very exciting. You know, on Big Bang Theory, it took 6 weeks for me to find out that I had gotten that role. So they were present throughout those 6 weeks, every day when I was calling them, freaking out. I woke them up at 3:30 in the morning. And of course, the first thing your parents do when you call them and they're in a different country is like, hey, are you okay? Are you safe? Why are you calling us at this time? You know, are you? And I was like, yeah, I'm great. And I'm like weeping. I'm just crying because this meant so much to me, to be this kid from New Delhi, India, who made it, you know, onto sort of the big screen in a way. And they really thought something was wrong because I'm crying, you know what I mean? And then I told them I got the role, and then everyone's crying at the same time. And it was very special. It was very special. I find it, yeah, it was very special.